Hello friends, myself Palani Karthikeyan. I'm trainer from Crosum Labs. So we'll discuss about Python programming, and this topic is core topic about Python program. So before going to programming, we'll understand about what is Python and how to run Python, what are the features of in Python. Say for example, these are our training agenda. First, we'll discuss about introduction about Python. Then Python features, usages of Python. Then how to run Python program. There are many ways we can run. So we'll look at how to run Python program. Then after understanding this concept, then next we'll move to topic about variable, data structures, and followed by data structures operators, then conditional statements. Conditional statements are useful for validation purpose, testing purpose. Then looping statements. Looping statement for repetition purpose. The difference between conditional and looping. Conditional code block will test it only one time. Loop will repetition more than one time of execution. Then we'll move to file handling. Extending script to storage device. Followed by this function topic. Function, it's nothing but it's a subroutine concept, code block. So there are some repetition of task. We'll repeat that, we'll duplicate the code. Instead of using that, we'll write in one time, we can call many time. So function or method are used in Python. Then we'll move to module, same reusability features, reusing existing Python code into a running program. Then how to create package. Then exception handling. These are the core Python procedure level programming topic. Procedure level. There are two ways we can write program. Procedure, another one is object oriented. This is a core topic, fundamental first. Then we'll move to object oriented concept. Object oriented programming concept. So the same program we will write in object oriented. Main pillar of object oriented, class, object, and method. The method is same what we studied in function, the same concept. Then followed by inheritance, and there are different types of inheritance we will use in Python. And overloading behavior and iterator. Iterator is an object generator. Function written iterated is called generator. Then decorator concept, meta programming, using the decorator techniques, how to use class method, instance method. Sorry, static method, not instance, it's a static method. Okay, so the above content, this all it's a core Python programming concept, core Python program. Python we can write both level. So Python, it's basically it's a programming language. It's an interpreted high level general purpose programming language. So the term it's written interpreter, the code block will interpret our program line by line. Each line of code will interpret it, each line of code will interpret line by line view. Okay, it's not compiled entire code is single instance. If written the program 10 line, code will test first line, then move to the next line, then move to next line, move to next, like this line by line. And it support for all high level data operations like application level and as well as for system level. Okay. And the language is created by Guido van Rossum, is the author of Python. So Python, it's easy to learn and powerful programming language. The term easy to learn, it's simple programming concept. So it's not much complex syntax rule, and it's all intent oriented structures. And it support with all the fundamental data structures, numerical type of data, string handling data, all the data structure it's supported. It's not primitive type, it's all dynamic type structure code. And Python, it's extensively, it's available, it's a freely available code, it's open source. Official website, it's a python.org. So this is a portal for reference portal. You can get material like you can download that document, and you can download the Python package. And if Python is not available, we can download from there. And Python module details, that's all we can refer from this. Okay, we'll discuss in module topic how to download and how to install the module, how to explore the module details and all. So this is the main concept about Python. Okay, it's a Python. It's a general purpose programming language. It supports with all the high level data structures. And Python, it's basically interpreter oriented concept, interpreter oriented, and it's a freely available. It's an open source language. And Python code structure, everything will be extended from C++ programming. So if already comes from C language background or C++ language background, you can able to understand Python programming quickly. Even if you don't have the C knowledge, it's fine. You can able to learn because it's a simple design structure. Okay. So it support with all type of customized applications. These are the general introduction about Python and Python interpretations and Python usages. What are the core features about in Python? There are many features. These are the important features in Python. Easy to learn. It means it's developed user friendly. It's a developer friendly language. Already mentioned it's high level programming languages. So the code block, everything will be indentation oriented. So it can easy to learn. If you look at the program, we can able to understand what the code structure. So for this we need some fundamental knowledge. So learning is very fast. It's not like compiler based. Next point, interpreted. So Python is an interpreted language, that is interpret, execute code line by line. Line by line. So this will make user or programmer can able to understand the flow of execution. Flow of execution structures. In case any error it's happened in the particular line, it will throw that error message including the line number, so we can use it to debug that what is the error and we can find out the error message. And third point, cross-platform language. Python can run equally to all other different operating systems such as Windows, Linux, Mac OS. So we can run the program any operating system. That's why the term is written cross-platform. So if language is supporting with any operating system, the term here it's called portable programming language. So Python is a portable language. You can run your program in Windows, same code you can run in Windows Linux type operating system or Unix like operating system. And it's a freely available, it's a open source. So we can download and we can contribute that code and it will be available. And it's object oriented features. We know general object oriented is a design structure of programming. There are some features are available like encapsulations, polymorphism, overloading concept, and data sharing, inheritance. There are many features, and we can protect the data. Okay, the first part we'll discuss about procedure level, that is core structure and core syntax concept. Then next we'll move to object oriented. Python it support with object oriented structure code. And next important features is extensible. It implies that programming language like it support with other languages. So we can extend with the C code with Python, C++ code with Python, Java code with Python. It's extensible code. And another important feature is large standard library. This is called a module. So module we will discuss as a separate chapter in our discussion. Module is nothing but Python file. The file extension will be PY or PYC format. This is again reusability features. Say for example, if you want to connect with the database using Python, already Python DB module is available. Any database, you can import that module. Using that module, we can call that module data member. Like say, if you want to connect with any remote machine, you can import existing SSH module, network module. We can connect remote machine. Only we need to give input remote machine, IP remote machine, username, password. So the line of coding and code usability, everything will be already it's used, so we can reuse the existing code. That is called the feature of module. And Python support with the graphical user interface for desktop based application, web based applications. And last point, it's written dynamically typed. You can learn in these features in hands-on session. Dynamically typed means we don't need to create any primitive type of structure like int, character, string, like that. You can define the namespace is called variable followed by value. So again we can overwrite the data. There is no preconditions that variable should allow only integer like that. Okay, so its default feature is dynamically typed programming structures. These are the important features in Python. There are many features are available. These are the core important. Language easy to learn and it's interpreter oriented, so we can view the line of coding, and operating systems are independent and it's freely available, and language it support object oriented design features and extensible language with other programming, and it support with the module based, and it support all UI applications, GUI applications, and for desktop based application, web based application. That's why in the beginning previous session I mentioned Python it support for all core automations, system level and application level. We can write enterprise application using Python. We can create enterprise application like e-commerce application, and using Python we can perform some system level of automation. It support with all the features. So these are main features of Python. The next we'll move to how to run Python. So we know what is Python and Python features, and about Python, how to means who is the inventor of Python, and Python portal, how to run Python program. So here I mentioned 2 points. One is Python subshell, another one is editor. Editor it's like our ordinary file like Notepad, Notepad++, or IDEs. There are many IDEs are available. Okay, like PyCharm, Eclipse, Battery, CodeMoro. There are many IDEs are available. So the difference between the first point and second point, Python subshell. Python subshell, it is sub-process in the top of your working operating system. Say for example in command line terminal, you can create new Python. Any operating system, say for example Windows, and we can take Windows. I'll open my Windows machine. In Windows command line prompt, this is my Windows command line prompt. This is operating system primary prompt. So here I can type, here I'll type Python. Already I installed Python and environment variable, everything I'll install it, I initialize it. So I can run Python command anywhere in my working system. D drive, C drive, F drive, anywhere. Once if I type Python, just press enter, you will get subshell. This is called subshell. And see the first line is a Python version, and this triple greater than, it's called Python primary prompt. This notation, I'll show you. This is Python primary prompt. This is operating system primary prompt. So in the top of the OS, just we create a new process is called Python. This is subshell way. So here you can run Python program. Python, everything will be function, method concept. So there is a standard function print to display the message to screen. Welcome. And see this print is a function, notation is parenthesis, and the argument is string notation. This will display the output to screen. This is interpreter. So already we jumped into Python. We are inside the Python. That's why I written Python and enter inside the Python. So whatever the statement you are writing, Python will interpret it. It's a Python format like function behavior. Each line by line of interpretation we can view. So first line, once if we complete it, then we'll get next. Print followed by, if you say the message is called hello, it will print hello message. After finished, you'll go to next. Then again next prompt will be appear. Python, inside this codes you can write Python. It support both like double quote and single quote. It's treated as a string notation. You can write single quote also. It will be the same behavior. There is no difference with the double quotes and single quotes. But the flow which will be the important, and if it starts with the double quotes, end with the double quotes. If it starts with the single quote, end with the single quotes. So print is a standard function. This function, it contains some argument as a string format. That arguments are displayed to monitor. This is subshell. Now I want to exit from Python. Just to type exit, open and close, it will be terminated. Now see my screen, everything is written in the function format. Print is a function, exit is a function. So exit from Python, that is, now we can think about operating system point of view. In operating system and Python, here in the top of this cell I written Python. So Python will become to be a new process or sub process. or child process. So now child will be active state. One child is exit, parent will be awakened. Till that parent was waiting state. So this is basic process theory. So this is interpreter for in subcell way, and this will be useful for practicing and testing your Python code. Like for example, if you want to check any particular module or particular expression or particular function, you can test it. This is all, it's a runtime only. It's all runtime concept. Once if exit, all the data are lost. We won't get it. Again, if you type Python, it will become to be a new process. That is new child process. So this will be useful for practicing and understanding the syntax and structures. The same way for Linux type operating system. I'll show you my Linux machine. This is my Ubuntu Linux. Any flavor of Linux will be the same. In the top of my working cell, this is my operating system primary prompt. For Linux terminal, Linux primary prompt, my login is user root and host name, Crosum Labs, and login path. So here if I type Python, I'll get, this is 2.7 version. Same symbol, prompt symbol, and we can run. There is no difference in the syntax wise for Python in operating system. What I practice in Windows, same. Same in Linux type operating system. Print followed by, if you say hello, it will print hello message. Then exit from this. Again, Python exit and cell will be awakened. So this is the way the subcell point I written, the subcell way of execution. Second one, editor. Editor based. Editor or IDE. First I'll show you the editor. I want to write a program permanently into my storage. Like how we are running other programming. Like this, I want to write a program in permanent, like inside my storage device. So for this, we need to open Notepad or Notepad++. First I'll show you the Notepad style, how to use Notepad. So this is like C drive prompt notation. I'll type Notepad. Notepad is a command. Just to type Notepad, you will get Notepad window. So here we can run the same program statement, print followed by welcome. Now see the difference. This is normal Notepad. It's not interpreter. It's a file. Once if we enter, we won't get any output. But the same while interpreting inside this, you will get immediate output. This is a difference between normal interpreter based inside the file. Like print followed by hello. Then you can run this same. Now we need to save the file. Python extension always .py. So go to file menu, save. So where you want to save this location, desktop location or under your login path location, you can save anywhere. I'll take my login path, file name ab.py. So it's a notepad, always it will be open .txt. You can save .py and save as all files and encoding ASCII format. So now save this code, go to command line here, you can type Python followed by ab.py. Now see this, here Python I entered, inside I written this print function, but here the file inside, ab is the file, extension is py, and I written this two statement. Now this Python interpreter will interpret this line by line. So we will get output one by one. Compare with the file based and a cell based concept. File we can write even 10 line or 100 line, while interpretation only will get output. But in interpreter inside we will get immediate output. One line is completed, we will get result. One line is completed, we will get result. But this is runtime. But this is for permanent. The data are extended to your storage level. So again you can open this file, open Notepad, you can edit and change and save this program, you can interpret the code. You can use Notepad or Notepad++. The same, once if installed Python, you will get IDE. This is for file concept, you will get IDE. Just I'll open start button and type Python. This is for Python IDLE. Here you can click. By default Python subcell will get open. This is Python subcell, what we entered in this cell here. It's not an operating system prompt, it's a Python subcell. Here if you type exit, it will be direct exit. See this left hand side. In operating system primary prompt, in the operating system cell inside we open Python as a sub process. Here Python I open directly. Through start button I type Python, just I open this. So if I type exit, it will be exit. It's not appearing any prompt and all. So here you can open the IDE. Say for example, I'll repeat again, Python start. Now I'll click this one. This is subcell. Here you can select file menu, new file, and save this file. Or you can write first print followed by welcome. See the difference between Notepad and IDE. Automatically it will pop up this argument prompt and all. Print followed by hello. This is the difference. And save this name. It automatically saved .py only. You can save this program anywhere, desktop location or under your user location. Something, the name is called sab.py. Dot extension is optional. It will be saved by default Python files. So save this code. Now we don't need to go to Python and like a operating system command line and run Python space file name. Here there is a option menu is called run, and just click F5 or you can run this mode. This is subcell view. If you open run followed by run mode, you will get the output. So there is no OS prompt notation. This is the features of IDLE. It will automatically pop up your command lines like function syntax, argument syntax. Okay. So if you're working with real-time projects and if you want to write some more program, we can go to IDLE. Practice purpose, we can use this type of interpreter style. Practicing and testing your line or testing particular function. For 1 or 2 line, you don't need to create file and save the program and execute. You can test it in that Python subcell only. This is a way to run this Python program. One is subcell, another one is this type of file editor or IDLE based. Same for Linux type operating system also same. I'll open Linux operating system. Here you can use file name. Any VA is editor, VA editor, nano editor, Vim editor, any editor you can type name of extension .py. Already written welcome message and see the code. Cat is a Linux command to reading the file, read only. You type Python space followed by name of this file. So cell point of view, Linux point of view, it's ASCII file only. So we can run this program. And if you want to run executable format only for Linux type operating system, executable format, you can check where this Python is located. This is for only for Linux, Unix like operating system. I want to run the program in executable format. So for this, we need to write hashbang notation. Hashbang. So say what is that meaning? Which it find out where this interpreter is located. The interpreter is located under this path. So we need to include this line at the beginning. There is a notation is called showbang or hashbang notation. User bin followed by Python. Now if you enter this format style, user bin followed by Python, the first line, you can assign execute permission, all permission, or else you can use that second like 7 the mode, read write execute mode, or a plus x, u plus x. Plus means to assign the permission, execute permission to the file. Now you can run this program ab.py, the code will interpret it. If you not include this line, then we can't execute this way. It will throw that error message. Because working cell is bash. Bash interpreting your Python. Bash is calling this Python. Bash means our terminal. Cell terminal. Terminal call Python. Python will interpret this line of coding. This is executable mode for Unix like operating system. If already working with shell scripting or other scripting in cell Linux terminal, same way we can run in this Python also in executable format. But for this we need to include hashbang in the first line. So this way we can run Python program. Okay, this is for our first one. It's a first part here, introduction about Python. So features of Python and how to run Python program. The remaining and all will discuss about the next topic about programming, data structures, operators, and object oriented generator, decorators, and all. Okay, so we'll continue the remaining topic followed by these sessions. So once again you can go through what is Python. It's an interpreter oriented general purpose programming. It's cross platform language. We can run in subcell way and we can run in programming in command in editor way. So we need to type Python space followed by name of your file in the command line, or you can run directly in that IDLE run button. Okay. For Linux type operating system, we can assign execute permission. For this we need to use #bang in the first line. Okay. So we'll continue the remaining topic in next class. Thank you.